It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Panthers coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. As EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and third pick in the 2018 draft. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll check on his status when we get back. Darnold on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 62 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you right it.
Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 31. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 20 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So
looking there for picks, but intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That's on Pat Elflein, the guard. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Daniel Carlson for the field goal. A 58 And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through. Let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Now Thompson. Wright's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, they're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 11. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Thompson. This is caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. That caught by Tremble. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good work, boy.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. Lead is now 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's Thompson throwing after the interception. Complete to right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Thompson. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw is Thompson. To throw on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st down, it's Darnold.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A 1st down throw, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Darnold from the red zone now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, they were targeting Marshall there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Darnold to throw again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Thompson, a final shot before break. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Fournette running right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Darnold on target to Moore for the Panther first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
We can't have that.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off-play action. Thompson flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Thompson now, throwing after the interception. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's right. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. play fake. Thompson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Thompson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Panthers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Thompson. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of...